Celebrity news: Jewish actors Zoey Deutch and Jonah Hauer-King lead in Threesome. Plus, HBO's Task features more Jewish talent in a promising crime drama series. The Threesome is a romantic dramedy. Here's the official capsule plot. A young man's perennial crush leads him into an unexpected threesome. He thinks it's his ultimate fantasy come true. When the fantasy ends, all three are left with sobering real-world consequences to take responsibility for their actions. The three are played by Jonah Hauer-King, 30, Zoey Deutch, 30, and Ruby Cruz. Hauer-King's father, Jeremy King, isn't Jewish. He is the owner of many UK fancy restaurants. Hauer-King's American mother, Deborah Hauer, is Jewish. She grew up in a San Francisco suburb. She was raised in a religious home. She moved to England to produce and direct theater works. Later in life, she became a psychotherapist. Hauer-King is a dual British-American citizen because of his parents' backgrounds. He's comfortable playing Americans because he spent a lot of time with relatives in California. Hauer-King was raised Jewish and has often noted that he's Jewish in interviews. Interestingly, he graduated from Cambridge University with a degree in theology and religious studies. I first noticed Hauer-King when he starred in A Dog's Way Home, 2019. It was a surprise hit. Then, I thought he'd be a big star after he was cast as Prince Eric in the Disney real-life version of The Little Mermaid, 2023. This musical made money, but it didn't snare the stellar earnings Disney hoped for. For whatever reason, it didn't make Hauer-King a big name. I should note that Hauer-King co-starred in The Tattooist of Auschwitz, a 2024 miniseries on Peacock. He played Lolly, the title, Jewish character. It was based on Lolly's memoir. Deutch has worked steadily since 2014, but hasn't starred in a big hit. She's a mystery. She proved she could be really funny, but no stardom. She showed her funny chops in a supporting role in a big hit movie, Zombieland. Double Tap, 2019. Her Jewish father, Howard Deutch, 74, is a film and, mostly, TV director. Her mother is actress Leah Thompson, 64. She isn't Jewish. She's most famous as the title star in Caroline in the City, 1995-99, an NBC sitcom. Zoey's parents married in 1989. Zoey had a bat mitzvah, and she identifies as Jewish. New crime drama. I advise that you should see the first episode of Task, a 7-episode crime drama series. It will premiere on HBO on Sunday, September 7th. I haven't seen this episode, but this series has pedigree. Task was created and written by Brad Ingelsby. He wrote and created Mayor of Easttown, a terrific crime drama miniseries that premiered on HBO in 2021. It deserved the great reviews it got, and HBO gave Ingelsby a contract for more series. If it is really good, I might write more about Task. 2 actors with a Jewish background will appear in the series: Fabian Frankel, 31, and Margarita Levieva, 45. Frankel, a Brit, is listed as a main cast actor, Anthony, but he's way down that list. I have no idea now how important his role is. He will be in all 7 episodes. Frankel's background is also sort of a mystery. I know his paternal grandfather was Jewish, but I just don't know if his paternal grandmother was Jewish or if his mother is Jewish. Levieva is a Russia-born, America-raised Jew. I don't know now how many episodes she's in Diamond Magnate. Last week, I said I would lay out how Jake Gyllenhaal has emerged as the hottest Jewish actor in the world. Sorry, Jake is postponed for 1 week. On August 23rd, Maurice Templesman died, age 95. I have something to add to the coverage of his death. Basics: he was a diamond magnate. He is most famous as the romantic companion of Jackie Kennedy from 1980 until her death in 1994. They lived together from 1988 to 1994. He never divorced his Jewish wife, who is still alive. Years ago, I wrote a column that focused on a 2009 book biography about John Kennedy Jr. and Caroline Kennedy. Rose Kennedy, the mother of JFK, had something to say that included Mr. Templesman. Here's an excerpt from my column. Jackie Kennedy, whom Caroline most listened to, had no objection to Caroline marrying a Jewish man, Edwin Schlossberg. That's not surprising since Jackie was romantically involved with Jewish businessman Maurice Tempelsman from the early 1980s until her death in 1994. Jackie's sister, Lee Radziwill, married Jewish film director Herbert Ross in 1988. Ross and Radziwill divorced just before Ross' death in 2001. The bio says that the very aged Rose Kennedy told a friend after Caroline got engaged in 1985 that she, Rose, wondered what the Kennedy women saw in Jewish men that they were unable to find in men of their own faith. Rose Kennedy's quote proves that she could politely kvetch. Joe Kennedy, her late husband, wouldn't have been polite if he was alive in 1985.